This is The Last Bartender. I'm going to be doing a little tasting today. We're tasting some Copper and King's Kraftwerk. I wonder if that's after, it's got to be after the German band. We must get back to Stuttgart in time to see Kraftwerk. It's just, that's amazing. I love that, the band, and I love that's just hilarious to me. That was a little homage to The Simpsons right there. A horrible accent, but it's one of my favorite episodes. The Mr. Burns character, what was it, the flying hellfish? You gotta look it up. So this is Copper and Kings. They make brandy, they make a lot of brandies, and then they do crazy things with them. One of the things they do, they finish it in a Sierra Nevada chocolate cherry stout cask, which is just incredible. I'm not a big dark beer drinking guy, and the stouts and I mean, if it's not a Belgian ale or a shitty light beer, I don't really drink them that often. So, but when you have it in something like this where it gives subtle notes, it's an amazing idea, and it's super fun for me. And I asked my guy at the local liquor place that I go to, give me something weird, and he pulled out the 25 years ago the blender at Johnny Walker came over to this other company and has been blending crazy things for them, and they come out amazing. Had a Scotch and brandy blend that was supposed to be really good, and I wanted to try that. But this really caught my eye. Honestly, it was probably the Kraftwerk reference in my head from The Simpsons. But anyway, let's give this bad boy a taste. Again, finished in chocolate cherry stout Sierra Nevada casks. Let's get it in here. It's maybe just in my head, but I swear to God that looks a little chocolatey. See that? I'll leave it in here for a second. Give her a little swirl. Still got that band. It hasn't dropped yet. Wow. It's still locked up. Okay, there. No. It's still a band. From that swirl, you can see it still hasn't come down yet. Some little legs are starting to come, which usually typically means if it stays up there for a while before coming down that you got a good, okay, there it goes. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm putting it out there anyway. All right, again on the nose, I'm not going to shove my face directly in there. It smells a little, it smells like brandy, and then it smells a little like dried cherries. And again, I don't know if that's my head that's doing that, but I haven't had any booze in a few days, so I'm going to, it looks like it has sediment in it almost. Which is fine with me. I mean, I want more of the natural product, whatever's in there. You know, the less filtering, not the better, but you know, the less you filter out stuff, I'm okay with that. Get out all the stuff that's crap, but the less of the pure spirit. Oh my God, it's sweet. It's the second one. So that's a little hot. But it's not because it's a bad distillate. I can already feel it cooling off. But any booze, when I haven't had anything to drink for a while, is super hot for me, because I go for days without drinking any hard liquor. And if you go straight to drinking it straight, it doesn't matter what you do. Even if you bypass the tip of the tongue, all these little tricks that I'll show you guys, it still comes out a little hot. But all right, so I'm going to bypass the tip of the tongue. I'm going to give it a good taste. I'm going to get it all around my mouth, and I'm going to have something to say about it after that. Okay, the finish has a little bit of the chocolate. I think the beginning is more like dried cherries. And like, you immediately know you're drinking brandy right off the bat. I guess it's the fruitiness. to the distillate. But yeah, it definitely, I can definitely get both of the things. It's not as prevalent as I thought it would be, but then again, they're only putting these things in those casks for a year. And I actually don't know how big they are, and surface area does matter when you're doing things like this. We're going to give it one more taste now. Just a regular taste. I'm not bypassing anything. I'm just throwing this in my mouth. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little bit of sediment to it. And like I said, that's not a bad thing to me. All right, we're gonna give this a real good taste. Oh my God. That was the third taste for me. I mean, it's so smooth. It's very soft in your mouth. The first burn was just natural burn around my, like there was no place it burned from the liquor. This stuff is really good. It's amazing, but it's more amazing for the brandy than it is for the cask, the Sierra Nevada casks that it's aged in. It's just a great brandy. I could drink this stuff by itself. So we're gonna go in. We got to read the label. Remember, always read your labels. This one's got a lot of information on it. Single barrel, Copper and Kings Kraftwerk, finished in Sierra Nevada, chocolate cherry stout barrels, Louisville, Chicago, USA. Brandy, okay. Copper pot distilled American brandy, non-chill filtered, 50% alcohol by volume, 100 proof. That's cask strength, which means they didn't lower it to 80 proof. American craft spirits, American craft brewers. This is gonna take too long, so I'm going so I can read this fast. We are inspired by the imagination, fearlessness, and balls to the wall creativity of America's craft brewers. We share their passion for their craft, and we are proud to partner with some of the greatest brewers in the world, sharing our American brandy barrels with them and sharing the barrels previously used to finish their craft beers to refine and polish the maturation of our craft distilled American brandy. The brandy is as distinct and unique as one can possibly imagine. The craft beer barrels have deeply influenced the aroma and taste of the brandy with their unique profiles and personalities. They are surprising. They are novel and eclectic. They are completely unique and they boogie. So chocolate cherry stout, and I think this is just for the chocolate cherry stout. Nose, rich maltiness, dried cherry, cacao nibs, touch of vanilla, faint hint of floral and citrus. Taste, baked cherries. I got the dried cherries kind of on my taste. Chocolate, toffee, spring. I didn't get the toffee, but I definitely got the sweetness of chocolate. Honey, yes. Quite frisky and sprightly for a complex spirit. Okay, so I guess this is about the whole thing. Finish, long, cleaner and crisper than nose and upfront taste suggests. Yes, once I had a couple of sips, bam, just right to the, it was all one thing. It wasn't like, okay, it's hot, but it's mellowing out. It was just good, sweet spirit. So this stuff's amazing. Copper and Kings, Kraftwerk, brandy that has been finished in craft beer barrels, specifically Sierra Nevada chocolate cherry stout. This is The Last Bartender. This stuff's amazing, by the way. Happy drinking.